Hey there! Have you ever stopped to wonder just how incredible the human body really is? On the outside, we look ordinary, but inside, there's a world of amazing processes happening every second. In this video, you'll discover the hidden powers of your body that you've probably never heard of. If you're curious about how your body really works, from brain electricity to internal heat engines, you're in for a ride. Let's dive in. Your heart is beating right now, tirelessly pumping blood through your entire body. But what if I told you that your heart doesn't actually need your brain to tell it when to beat? That it has its own tiny electrical system capable of generating its own rhythm, completely independent of your brain. This system is called the sinoatrial node, often called the heart's natural pacemaker. It's a small cluster of specialized cells located in the right atrium of your heart. These cells produce electrical impulses that travel through the heart muscle, causing it to contract and pump blood. What's truly astonishing is that even if the heart is physically removed from the body and no signals come from the brain, it can continue beating on its own for hours, as long as it has oxygen and nutrients. Scientists have demonstrated this in laboratory settings, keeping hearts alive outside the body with perfusion machines. This autonomy shows how the heart is more than just a simple pump. It's a self-sufficient biological engine, constantly firing electrical signals to keep you alive. And it can adjust its own rate depending on your body's needs, speeding up during exercise and slowing down at rest, all without you thinking about it. The heart's independence also highlights why certain heart diseases can be so dangerous, because when this delicate electrical system malfunctions, the whole rhythm is disrupted, leading to arrhythmias or cardiac arrest. So next time you feel your heartbeat, remember, it's a tiny miracle inside you, running its own show, a powerful and autonomous force that never sleeps. When you look at the world around you, it feels natural to think that your eyes are doing all the work. But the truth is far more fascinating. Your eyes are simply the messengers, while your brain is the true artist that paints the picture you perceive. Your eyes capture light, color, and shapes, converting them into electrical signals that travel along the optic nerves straight to the visual cortex, the part of your brain located at the back of your head. Here, your brain processes this raw data, interpreting and reconstructing it into the images you see. Over half of your brain's activity is dedicated to visual processing, which is a staggering amount, considering how complex the task is. The brain doesn't just passively receive signals. It actively fills in missing details, predicts motion, adjusts for light changes, and even corrects errors. This means your perception is actually a best guess, a construction based on incomplete information. That's why optical illusions can trick you. Your brain is filling in gaps or making assumptions based on past experience. Even more mind-blowing, your brain sometimes sees things that aren't there, like in dreams or hallucinations. What you experience as reality is a carefully edited and interpreted story told by your brain. So next time you're confident in what your eyes show you, remember that your brain is creating the final masterpiece, and sometimes it's not the full truth. Deep inside your digestive system lies a vast network of neurons, roughly 500 million, that forms what scientists call the enteric nervous system, or your second brain. This complex web controls digestion independently, managing everything from the release of enzymes to the movement of food through your intestines. It communicates constantly with your main brain via the vagus nerve, sending signals that can influence your mood, stress levels, and even decisions. About 90% of the body's serotonin, a neurotransmitter linked to happiness and well-being, is produced in this gut brain. This explains why gut health is strongly connected to mental health. Your second brain can even sense pain and irritation independently. Have you ever felt butterflies or a gut feeling? That's your enteric nervous system at work, sending emotional signals without involving your head brain. Understanding this brain helps explain why gut problems can affect your mood and why stress can upset digestion. Your two brains are deeply intertwined. Your skin is your body's largest organ, covering about 20 square feet and weighing roughly 8 pounds. But it's far more than a simple barrier. It's a sophisticated sensory interface between you and the world. Embedded in your skin are millions of nerve endings and receptors. They detect temperature, pressure, pain, vibrations, and even subtle changes like itching or tickling. These receptors send constant streams of information to your brain, allowing you to react to your environment immediately. Without this complex sensory system, you wouldn't know if you're touching something hot or if a mosquito is landing on your arm. But the skin also has surprising abilities. It synthesizes vitamin D when exposed to sunlight, protects you from harmful UV radiation by producing melanin, and heals wounds with remarkable speed after injuries. In fact, the skin's immune cells are on the front line of defense against infections. It's a dynamic, living shield, smart, sensitive, and vital to your survival. Bones might seem rigid and lifeless, but they are incredibly dynamic and resilient. In fact, bone is one of the strongest materials in nature. When adjusted for weight, it's stronger than concrete, and even some steels. Bone can absorb massive pressure without breaking, yet it remains flexible enough to bend slightly and avoid fractures. What's more fascinating is that bones are alive, constantly remodeling and renewing. Cells called osteoblasts build new bone, while osteoclasts break down old or damaged bone tissue. This balance keeps your skeleton strong and able to heal. Every 7 years, your entire skeleton is replaced piece by piece, so the bones you walk on today are not the same ones you had years ago. This remarkable process helps protect you from injury and adapts your skeleton to the stresses you place on it. Like muscles growing stronger when you exercise. Your body is home to trillions of microorganisms, bacteria, fungi, viruses, collectively called the microbiome. These microbes outnumber your human cells by roughly 1.3 to 1, and their genes outnumber yours by more than 100 times. Far from being harmful, most of these microbes are essential partners in your health. They help digest food, produce vitamins like K and B12, protect against pathogens, and even influence your immune system and brain. Research shows that an imbalance in your microbiome can contribute to diseases like obesity, diabetes, and depression. You're not just a human walking around. You're a complex ecosystem hosting a teeming universe of life, working with you every second. Electricity flows through your body constantly, controlling everything from muscle contractions to thought processes. Your cells maintain electrical gradients across their membranes, using ions like sodium, potassium, and calcium. These gradients allow nerve impulses to travel rapidly, coordinating your body's functions. Your brain alone generates around 20 watts of electrical power, enough to light a small light bulb. This bioelectricity enables the communication between neurons, powers muscle movements, and even controls your heartbeat. Think of your body as a highly efficient living battery, a biological machine running on electric signals. Even when you're sitting still, your body is hard at work producing heat. The average adult produces about 100 watts of heat energy, roughly the power consumption of a bright light bulb. This heat is generated by your metabolism, the chemical reactions that convert food into energy to keep every cell functioning. When you exercise, your heat output skyrockets. It can reach up to 1,000 watts, comparable to a small heater. This internal furnace keeps your body temperature stable, which is critical for enzymes and cells to function properly. Next time you feel warm after a workout or when you're nervous, remember that you're a blazing engine, burning energy to stay alive. You're not the same person you were years ago. Your body is in a constant state of renewal. Different cells have different lifespans. Skin cells renew every 2 to 4 weeks, red blood cells every 4 months, liver cells roughly every 1 to 1.5 years, and bone cells about every 7 years. Even your DNA is repaired continuously to protect against damage from radiation and chemicals. This constant regeneration allows you to heal wounds, fight infections, and adapt to your environment. Your body is a dynamic, ever-changing masterpiece, a living sculpture rebuilt piece by piece, day by day. If this video surprised you even once, smash that like button. It's the best way to support the channel. Drop a comment below and let me know which part blew your mind the most. And if you're hungry for more incredible science, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss what's next. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.